All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about Jasmy, and boy is Jasmy absolutely killing it right now. Obviously this is the first day of the month, happy June the 1st. I know there's no such thing as that, but new month, hopefully there are a lot of excitement in terms of the crypto space. But as far as the Jasmy community goes, there is a lot of this excitement that's being felt recently. And once again, even though we did not end up seeing Bitcoin closing back above $70,000, you are seeing Jasmy continuing to perform really good. We did see dominance going down a little bit, and Jasmy is really reacting in a positive way to that, up 16.3%. And of course, we do have FOMO right now on the side of Jasmy, but the fact that it's up 15.8% on the daily time frame, once again being the top gainer, there are a lot of eyes on this project right now. And of course, on the weekly time frame, if you're looking at it, it's up a staggering 74%. Let that sink in, guys. 74% gain. But let's continue to take a look at what is happening. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys, especially from the last update, the overwhelming support, the great comments, saying Crypto ZX, continue doing what you're doing. We want to see these updates. And, this is exactly what I want to hear from you guys, because it gives me the push, right? At the end of the day, I do have other things that I do throughout the day, and I still bring these updates for you guys because, number one, I am really passionate about the crypto space. I'm passionate about content creation, and on top of that, the community support, it keeps me going. So I appreciate you guys as always. But looking at the price, forget about the price, let the price slide for a second. Look at the rank, top 67 spot. And even if you were to ask me, you guys know I keep it 100% honest. None of the fake stuff or exaggerated stuff. If you were to even come and ask me, if you were to even come and ask myself just a month or two ago that, hey, Jasmy will be in the top 67 spot in the cryptocurrency market ranks, I would have said it's highly unlikely. But this goes to show, and this is just not only about Jasmy, this goes to show about any crypto. There are times where your project is not doing great, but then in a snap of a finger, massive news drops and your project just blasts off. But this does not mean it's going to happen with every project. So we need to keep that factor in mind as well. This does not mean it can happen with everything, but Jasmy is definitely feeling the love, a lot of attention right now on the project itself. And of course, that is due to the announcement that came out about Apple. And let's face it, the Apple announcement right now, it's not confirmed from Apple themselves, right? Obviously we heard one side of the story, but one thing that is extremely exciting is that we kind of got a confirmation that Jasmy has a connection with the government of Japan. That kind of confirmation has been proven to a lot of people that were still on the sidelines speculating. And this kind of gives us an understanding, and this is quite bullish in that specific sense. But let's take a look at what's happening with the price. Before I do that, I'm not sure if I said the disclosure, but I'll say it again quickly. Before I get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So looking at the price, 3.628 cents, up 16.1% in Bitcoin, USD, and Ethereum comparative. So Jasmy is killing it in all three comparatives. Whether you're holding, whether your number one goal is to stack on your Ethereum, USD, or Bitcoin, you are probably smiling right now. And market cap almost at $1.8 billion in the 24-hour trading volume, currently sitting at $467.4 million. Great stuff. But what I really want you guys to focus on today is this right here. And this is something, and another tool that I want you guys to really try to incorporate when you are trying to analyze things. So Google Trends, what does this show us? This shows us, how many people are actually searching Jasmy on Google. And what does this show us? Now you guys are probably asking yourself, Crypto ZX, wait, what does that mean? This shows us how much interest there is. Of course, when people are searching up Jasmy, it makes us, kind of realize, hey, obviously they're interested. They want to know a little bit more. They are curious to find out what exactly is happening with Jasmy. And what you're looking at is in the last 90 days, So in the last 3 months, we have hit, an all-time high in the last 3 months specifically for Jasmy being searched on Google. And again, this shouldn't be a surprise to any one of you. That Apple announcement. Of course, it's from one side, it's still to be confirmed from Apple themselves, but a huge announcement, of course, and that is going to bring in a lot of attention. And you can see this for yourself. But let's take a look at what's happening with the price. So of course, you're looking at Bitcoin dominance as we started off the month, and of course, Bitcoin was unable to get past $70,000. We did see the dominance going down, and this is giving some altcoins a little bit of a push. And you can see this for yourself. If you're looking across the market right now, you are seeing quite a bit of green across the board right now. A lot of coins feeling the love, and that's mainly due to dominance falling down, because let's face it, as far as BTC is concerned, Bitcoin is below $68,000. So that is what's happening as far as the overall market is concerned. Bitcoin's still holding around these levels. Obviously we do have significant amount of resistance as we're trying to break towards the upside, but I believe the bears are trying to keep the price of Bitcoin down as much as possible, trying to manipulate the longs and shorts, whatever you want to call it, and that's actually happening right now. But I do believe this is the month where we will see Bitcoin pushing above $70,000 and even hitting a new all-time high. But let's take a look at Jasmy, because this is absolutely insane stuff that's happening right now. And just from May 1st, if you were one of the people that were accumulating around this range, let's say you were picking up the bloodbath around the 1.53 cents, guess what? You're up 133%, just like that, 133%. And a lot of people agreed with my overall speculation regarding that. We were seeing this bullish momentum, this switch that was occurring was due to possibly insider traders. And I think that was most likely the reason why you were seeing, Jasmy recovering so fast. But we broke out of that key resistance that I spoke to you guys about yesterday. We broke out of that, and after breaking out of that resistance, Jasmy pumped up an additional 28.86%, guys, in just the last 24 hours. So since our last update, that's what you're going to want to be looking at. Since our last update, Jasmy is up an additional 30%. Absolutely insane. But now what you're noticing right now on the daily time frame is we're coming up at another important resistance. Now, if this is able to clear up, there is some resistance coming up around the 3.89 cents as well. But if this is able to clear up, pretty much the next main target is at that 5 cents mark, which is absolutely unbelievable. Just a few months back, guys, I'm sure in the beginning of the year, no one probably even thought that Jasmy is going to make its way up to this number. And the community is massive. I've said that from the beginning. Community, I give them a 10 out of 10. They're doing their work. They're there to support their project, and that is lovely to see. And I think Jasmy could, if everything goes as planned, like I've said, they could prove everyone wrong. And again, people that are still skeptical, you cannot be getting mad at them. That's what I try to teach you guys. You can't get mad at them. Just because you're not skeptical, you've done your due diligence, doesn't mean other people don't have the right to be skeptical. There's still more things they need to prove over time, but of course, due to the hype and considering the massive hype, the market cap was quite low, and literally since then you have seen Jasmy pump up about 70%. Let that sink in. So things are looking insane, and if Jasmy is able to cross out of this key resistance, I think a 4 cents Jasmy could be a very realistic target. And what do I even need to say on the hourly time frame? Things are looking absolutely insane. But do let me know down below what you guys personally think. Where do you see Jasmy trading at the end of the year, and what do you agree with, what do you disagree with? I want to know that from you guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.